Have you ever heard someone say they got immunized or vaccinated and wondered if they meant the same thing? You might have thought, wait, isn't that the same thing? Well, it turns out that even though the words immunized and vaccinated are often used as if they're identical, they actually have different meanings. So let's dive into the world of vaccines and immunization to clear up any confusion. And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two to share with your family or friends. Vaccinated versus immunized. What's the difference? Let's start by breaking it down. Vaccinated means you've received a vaccine, which is a special shot or medicine that helps your body protect itself from certain diseases. Immunized means that your body is now immune, or protected, from a disease. Being immunized can happen in a few different ways: by getting a vaccine, by surviving a disease, or even through special treatments like antibody shots. So while these terms might sound similar, there's a big difference. Vaccination is the process of getting a shot, while immunization is the process of becoming protected from the disease. Think of it this way: vaccination is like your practice session, and immunization is the real deal. You get the shot, your body learns how to fight the disease, and now you're ready for anything. Why should you get immunized? You've probably heard the phrase, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's exactly what vaccines do. They help prevent diseases before they can make you sick. Getting immunized protects you from serious illnesses that could be painful or even dangerous. August is National Immunization Awareness Month, NIAM. And it's the perfect time to talk about why getting vaccinated is so important, especially with school starting soon and flu season just around the corner. Did you know that during the COVID-19 pandemic, fewer people were getting their vaccines because school schedules changed, and some families were worried about going to the doctor? This is a problem because vaccines are the best way to protect yourself and your community from illnesses that can spread quickly, like the flu, whooping cough, and even COVID-19. Getting your vaccines on time can also save you a lot of money. After all, treating an illness that could have been prevented by a vaccine is much more expensive than just getting the shot. Plus, vaccines keep us all safer, especially the people who may have weaker immune systems, like babies, the elderly, or people with certain medical conditions. When should you get vaccinated? The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, creates a vaccination schedule that shows which vaccines people should get and when. For example, babies start receiving vaccines as soon as they are born. While this might seem a little scary to some parents, those early vaccines are really important for protecting babies while their immune systems are still learning how to fight off infections. Vaccines don't just protect kids, adults need them too. For example, adults should get vaccines for things like shingles, pneumonia, COVID-19, and flu, just to name a few. These vaccines help protect adults from diseases that are more dangerous as you get older. Here's a quick look at some of the vaccines that are really important. For kids, hepatitis B, a virus that can affect the liver. HPV, human papillomavirus, a virus that can cause cancer later in life. Pertussis, whooping cough, a serious illness that causes coughing fits. Meningococcal meningitis, a life-threatening infection that affects the brain and spinal cord. For adults, tetanus, diphtheria, pertussis, Tdap, a booster shot to protect against these illnesses. Flu vaccine. This one changes every year because the flu virus changes. COVID-19 vaccine, a newer vaccine that protects against the virus that caused the COVID-19 pandemic. Vaccines are typically given at certain ages to protect children when they're most at risk of getting sick. But don't worry, if you're wondering whether you or your family members are up to date, your doctor can help make sure you're on track. How do vaccines work? Now, you might be thinking, okay, I understand why vaccines are important, but how do they actually work? Great question. Vaccines work by teaching your body how to defend itself. Every time a virus or bacteria enters your body, your immune system steps in to fight it off. But first, your immune system needs to recognize the invader. That's where vaccines come in. A vaccine contains tiny pieces of the virus or bacteria called antigens that are enough for your body to see the germs, but not strong enough to make you sick. Your immune system responds by making antibodies, which are like little soldiers ready to fight off the disease. It also makes memory cells, which remember what the pathogen looks like. So, if you ever come into contact with that disease in the future, your body will recognize it and fight it off quickly. Are vaccines safe? You might have heard people say that vaccines are not safe, but that's simply not true. Vaccines go through lots of tests to make sure they're safe before they are approved for use. Scientists and doctors check for any side effects and make sure that the benefits of getting vaccinated far outweigh any risks. Most side effects of vaccines are very mild and don't last long. These can include a sore arm, a little fever, or feeling tired for a day or two. But those little side effects are just a sign that your body is learning how to protect you. Serious side effects are rare, and the protection vaccines provide against harmful diseases is worth far more than the risk of those tiny side effects. Do vaccines last forever? Not all vaccines last forever. Some vaccines, like the one for measles, provide long-lasting protection. But others, like the one for tetanus, need booster shots every few years to keep your protection strong. These boosters remind your immune system to stay alert and ready to fight off those diseases. Getting the right vaccines at the right time is important. And when you follow the vaccine schedule, you can help keep your body protected from some pretty serious illnesses. What happens if you skip vaccines? You might be wondering, can I just skip vaccines? The short answer is no. Skipping or delaying vaccines puts not just yourself at risk, but also the people around you. If you're not vaccinated, you could get sick from a disease that's preventable. And you might also spread that disease to others, especially to people who can't get vaccinated, like babies or people with certain health problems. The best way to protect yourself and others is to get vaccinated on time. Vaccines are key to a healthy future. Vaccines are one of the best tools we have to protect ourselves from dangerous diseases. By getting vaccinated and staying on track with your shots, you can help keep yourself and the people around you healthy. Whether it's for school, travel, or just everyday life, vaccines are one of the easiest ways to stay protected from serious illnesses. So next time someone asks if you're vaccinated, you'll know exactly what that means and why it's so important. Don't forget, immunization means you're protected, and vaccination is the first step to getting there. Stay healthy, stay protected, and remember, vaccines are cool. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more to come.